Today, we're going to unlock a skill that can honestly change the entire trajectory of your career. We're talking about mastering emotional intelligence. And trust me, it's pretty much a corporate superpower.
So let me just ask you, what do you think is the single most important skill for being successful at work? Like, really successful? Is it being a technical genius? A project management wizard? Maybe you're a whiz at coding.
For the longest time, we've been obsessed with those hard skills. But what if the real key, the thing that unlocks top-tier performance, amazing collaboration, and true leadership, what if it's something else entirely? Something a lot more, well, human.
That's right, we're talking about emotions. And not as some kind of liability you're supposed to squash down in the office. No way. We're talking about emotions as your single greatest business asset. Understanding them, harnessing them, that's a serious strategic advantage.
You know, the benefits here are incredibly practical. It's not just fluff. When you understand emotions, you start meeting those core human needs we all have for things like respect and feeling like we belong. And that directly leads to clearer communication, it builds way stronger teams, and it makes resolving conflicts so much smoother. It's really the bedrock of a positive, productive culture.
Okay, so to get good at this, we first need to be speaking the same language. So let's dive in and break down some of the core terms you need to know to get fluent.
First up, the big one, emotional intelligence, or EI for short. Now, this is way more than just feeling things. It's about the ability to see them, understand them, and then productively manage your emotions to get better results for you and for your team.
And you know how we have IQ to measure cognitive smarts? Well, we have EQ, the emotional quotient. It's pretty much just the way we measure someone's level of emotional intelligence. But here's the best part. Unlike IQ, EQ is a skill that you can absolutely develop and get better at over time.
But here's the thing, you can't really manage what you can't identify. And that's where emotional literacy comes in. It is the absolute foundation of everything. It's just asking, can you accurately pinpoint what you're feeling? Is it anger? Is it disappointment? Maybe it's frustration. Just knowing the difference is the first and most crucial step.
So, we've got the definitions down. Now, let's get to the good stuff. How this all translates into actual, practical skills you can add to your professional toolkit.
Okay, let's take a classic workplace headache, miscommunication. We've all been there. The knee-jerk, low EI response is to get defensive, right? That's not what I meant. It's all about proving you're right. But the EI-driven response, it's about connection. It sounds like, you know, I can see how it could be heard that way. Let me try to rephrase. It validates their experience and totally shifts the focus from who's right to how we can understand each other.
This whole approach is built on something called the validation method. It's a super simple three-step process. First, just listen. I mean, actively listen, without planning what you're going to say next. Second, acknowledge their feelings. This is huge. It doesn't mean you agree, just that you see them. Something like, I can see why you're frustrated. And finally, show a little empathy. Try to see it from their side. This little combo can de-escalate tension almost instantly.
Which brings us to what's probably the ultimate test of our emotional intelligence, navigating conflict at work. This is where we learn how to take all that friction and actually turn it into forward momentum.
Here's probably the most important mindset shift you can make. Are you ready? Stop seeing negative emotions as problems. Start seeing them as data. That's it. Feelings like anger or frustration, they're just signals. They're telling you that one of your values is being crossed, or a need you have just isn't being met.
So how do we use that data? Well, here's a little guide. Number 1, manage your own reaction first. Take a breath before you say a word. Second, analyze the data. What is this feeling really about? Third, express it constructively. Use I statements, like, I felt frustrated when, instead of pointing fingers and saying, you made me frustrated. And finally, just keep your eye on the prize. Your goal is to resolve the issue, not to win the argument.
So look, the crucial point here is this. Emotional intelligence is not some fluffy, nice-to-have soft skill. It's a core competency. In today's world, it is a powerful strategic advantage that drives real, bottom-line business results.
As we wrap up, I want to leave you with a challenge. Just think about your week ahead. What's one meeting, maybe one email exchange, or one conversation that you could approach a little bit differently using these skills? How could you turn a moment of potential conflict into a moment of genuine connection?